Okay, so get ready because we're going deep on this one. We're talking AI as Earth's defender against asteroid threats.
Yeah, it's like straight out of a sci-fi movie, except it's actually happening right now.
Right. We've got all this research here, articles all about how AI is being used in space, but
It's incredible.
it is. What really blew my mind was this whole idea of AI not just exploring space, but actually protecting us from out there.
Protecting our planet. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, we're talking about things like planetary defense systems, spacecraft that can make decisions on their own, and AI that could be making life or death calls about Earth's future. It's pretty intense stuff.
It really is. And the thing is, AI is already a huge part of space exploration. I mean, look at the Curiosity and Perseverance rovers on Mars. Those things are using AI to make decisions in real time.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's like having a geologist up there, but instead of a rock hammer, they've got this laser shooting supercam.
It's amazing. And they have to be that independent because communicating with Earth takes forever.
Yeah, think about it. The time delay between here and Mars is crazy.
Yeah.
Like 20 minutes each way.
Exactly. So these rovers can't just wait around for instructions from Earth. They have to analyze rocks, navigate tough terrain, and even pick out interesting samples all on their own.
Wow. So it's like you send your kid off to college, but the college is on another planet, and your kid is a super smart robot.
That's a great analogy. You've got to trust them to make good choices, and that's where the AI comes in. These rovers are using algorithms to look around, figure out what's interesting, and then make decisions based on what they find.
It's like the next level of space exploration. And speaking of next level, AI is changing how we see the universe, too. Remember the Kepler Space Telescope? That thing found thousands of planets outside our solar system.
Exoplanets.
Exoplanets.
Yep.
And it wouldn't have been nearly as successful without AI.
Oh, definitely. Kepler gathered mountains of data light curves from all these distant stars. Analyzing all that by hand would have taken forever, but AI was able to sort through it all and find those tiny changes in starlight that tell us a planet is passing by.
Like finding a needle in a cosmic haystack. And now we've got the James Webb Space Telescope, using AI to analyze even more data. We're seeing the universe in ways we never could before.
The amount of data these telescopes collect is unbelievable, and the patterns we're looking for can be so subtle. AI is just amazing at that kind of pattern recognition.
Right.
It's a game changer for astronomy.
So AI is finding new planets, helping us understand distant galaxies, and now it's even helping manage all the satellites orbiting Earth. It's like we need space traffic control now.
It's getting crowded up there. With so many satellites, we need a way to prevent collisions and make sure data gets transmitted without any problems. AI is helping us do that.
It's pretty amazing. And some of these satellites can even use AI to fix themselves in orbit, right?
That's right. Self-repairing satellites are becoming a reality thanks to AI. These systems can diagnose problems, figure out solutions, and even carry out repairs all without any help from Earth.
That's just wild. AI is changing everything in space. But what really gets me excited is its role in planetary defense. I mean, remember that movie Armageddon?
Oh, yeah. Classic.
Well, it turns out we're not just blowing up asteroids yet, but we are working on ways to deflect them, and AI is a big part of that.
It is. And NASA's DART mission really proved that we can do it.
Yeah. In 2022, they actually crashed a spacecraft into an asteroid on purpose just to see if they could nudge it off course, and it worked.
It was an amazing demonstration of how we can use technology to protect ourselves from those kinds of threats. And AI was essential. The DART spacecraft used AI algorithms to guide itself to the target asteroid and make those last-minute course corrections.
That's incredible. It makes you realize that this isn't science fiction anymore. We're actually developing the tech to defend ourselves from these cosmic dangers. But how do we even know which asteroids to target?
Yeah.
Is there some kind of AI system out there scanning the skies like a neighborhood watch?
You're exactly right. We have telescopes all over the world and in space constantly scanning for near-Earth objects, things like asteroids and comets that could pose a threat.
So it's like our early warning system for asteroids.
Exactly. AI algorithms analyze the data from these telescopes, find potential threats, and even predict their trajectories years or even decades in advance. It gives us time to come up with a plan.
It's mind-blowing to think that AI is out there right now, searching for anything that might be heading our way, and is even helping us develop ways to deflect them if we need to. But that raises some pretty big questions, too. Like, should we really be giving machines that much control over our planet's defense?
Yeah, it is a big question. You know, as AI gets more and more advanced, we have to think about that. On the one hand, these systems are really good at spotting threats and figuring out trajectories, but on the other hand, it's a little unsettling to think about machines making life or death decisions for all of humanity.
It's like we're living in a sci-fi movie. And it makes you wonder what else AI can do out there in space. I mean, we've got those Voyager probes launched back in '77. And they're still sending back data from billions of miles away.
It's incredible to think about them way out there exploring interstellar space. And AI is actually helping us understand those faint signals they send back.
How does that work?
Well, the signals get weaker and weaker the farther they travel, and AI algorithms can help filter out the noise and pick out the important information from all that data.
So it's like having an AI translator for these ancient space explorers. That's so cool. But it's not just about understanding old data.
Yeah.
AI is shaping future missions too, right? What about that Europa Clipper mission? That's supposed to launch in 2025, right?
Yeah, that one's really exciting. Europa is one of Jupiter's moons, and scientists think it might have a huge ocean under its icy surface. The Europa Clipper is going to be looking for signs of life there.
So AI could help us find aliens. This is getting better and better. How's that going to work?
Well, the Europa Clipper is going to have all sorts of instruments to study Europa's surface and what's underneath, like cameras and spectrometers. AI is going to be analyzing all that data, looking for patterns that might mean there are organic molecules or other signs of life.
Wow, it's like sending a high-tech detective to investigate an alien ocean. But with all this amazing technology, do we risk losing something human in the process of exploration? Like, is it really the same if a robot makes a discovery versus a human actually experiencing it firsthand?
That's a good point. There's something really special about human exploration. You know, setting foot on another world, seeing something amazing with our own eyes. But I don't think AI has to take away from that. I actually think it can make it even better.
Really? How so?
Well, think of AI as a tool. It's like an extension of our senses and our intelligence. By letting AI handle the tough stuff like navigation, data analysis, and even flying the spacecraft, it frees up human astronauts and scientists to focus on the big questions.
So instead of getting bogged down in the technical details, we can concentrate on the why behind the discoveries.
Exactly. AI can handle the what and the how, and humans can explore the why. It's a partnership that uses the best of both worlds.
That makes sense. AI is great at handling tons of data, doing complex calculations, and working in really harsh environments. And humans bring creativity, intuition, and the ability to adapt when things don't go as planned. It's like the ultimate dream team.
I like that. But going back to planetary defense for a minute, that partnership does raise some ethical questions. What happens if an AI has to make a split-second decision that could affect human life? Who's responsible then?
It's a tough one.
It is, and it's something we need to think about very carefully. As AI becomes more and more integrated into these critical systems, we need to set clear ethical guidelines and make sure there's always human oversight. It's a balancing act between using the power of AI and protecting human values and autonomy.
It sounds like navigating this new world of AI is going to take more than just technological advances. We need to have some serious philosophical and ethical discussions, too. It's almost like we're not just exploring space, but also what it means to be human in this age of intelligent machines.
Yeah, I totally agree. The progress we're making with AI is pushing us to rethink our relationship with technology and asking fundamental questions about consciousness, responsibility, and the future of our species.
And these questions go beyond just space exploration, right? They have implications for every part of our lives as AI becomes more and more ingrained in our world.
Absolutely. What we're seeing in space is just a glimpse of what AI can do. And as we move forward into this unknown territory, it's crucial that we have these conversations, consider the ethical implications, and make sure that AI is used for good for the benefit of everyone.
This has been a really thought-provoking conversation. We've talked about how AI is not only changing space exploration, but also making us rethink our place in the universe and our responsibility as we develop these incredibly powerful technologies. Yeah, it feels like we're just scratching the surface of what AI could do in space.
Yeah.
What about the future? What are some of the possibilities that really get you excited?
Well, one thing that I think is really cool is the idea of fully autonomous spacecraft. Like, imagine probes that could travel to other star systems, and make their own decisions about where to go and what to explore, all without us humans having to control them.
That's like something straight out of Star Trek.
Yeah.
But wouldn't the communication delays be a huge issue? I mean, even if they could travel at the speed of light, it would still take years for signals to go back and forth between stars.
You're right. And that's why these probes would need AI that's way more advanced than anything we have today. Like AI that can actually learn and adapt and make really complex decisions on its own.
Yeah.
Basically robotic explorers.
So kind of like self-driving cars. But instead of navigating streets, they're navigating the galaxy.
Exactly. And think about the kinds of discoveries they could make. Gathering data on distant planets and stars, maybe even other galaxies, all without the limits of human lifespans or those incredible distances. It could completely change how we understand the universe.
It's amazing to think that we might one day send AI ambassadors to the stars. But what about humans traveling in space?
Uh,
How will AI affect our future journeys beyond Earth?
I think AI could be a game changer for human spaceflight, making it safer, more efficient, and easier for people to go. Imagine astronauts having AI assistants that can give them real-time advice, monitor their health, and even translate languages.
Wow, that would be so helpful. Especially in those really tough or dangerous situations. It's like having a personal mission control right there with you.
Exactly. And AI could also help with things like maintaining the spacecraft navigation and even medical diagnoses and treatments. It would give human astronauts more time to focus on research and exploration and those tasks that really need human intuition and judgment.
So it's not about replacing humans in space, but about working together using the best of both AI and human capabilities.
Mm,
It's like building a whole new kind of space exploration team.
I like that. And this partnership could even help us establish permanent human settlements on the moon or Mars.
That's something a lot of people dream about. But the challenges are huge. How could AI help us overcome them?
Well, AI could be involved in every aspect of building a colony on another world, from picking the best spots to designing and constructing habitats to managing resources and making sure those settlements can last for a long time.
So AI would be like the master planner and builder for these extraterrestrial outposts.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, AI algorithms could analyze data about the environment on the moon or Mars and find the perfect places to build. Taking into account things like resources, temperature changes, and radiation exposure, AI could also help design habitats that are energy efficient, strong enough to withstand the conditions, and comfortable for people to live in.
That's incredible to think that AI could help us create a new home for humanity beyond Earth. But as we explore further into space and start relying more and more on AI, don't we have to be careful about the ethical side of things?
Absolutely. As we develop these powerful AI systems, we need to make sure that ethics are built into their design and how we use them. We have to ensure that AI aligns with human values, respects our autonomy, and is ultimately used to make things better for all of humanity.
It's a good reminder that as amazing as AI is, it's still a tool that we created. And as we continue to explore space, it's important to hold on to that human element, that sense of wonder and discovery that drives us to reach for the stars.
Well said. The future of space exploration is still unfolding, and AI will definitely play a huge role in shaping that story. But it's up to us to make sure that it's a story of progress, collaboration, and expanding our understanding of the universe.
That's a great note to end on. As we wrap up this deep dive into AI's role as Earth's guardian and a pioneer in space exploration, I'm feeling both excited and a sense of responsibility. Excited about the incredible possibilities that are out there, and responsible for making sure that AI is used ethically and for the good of everyone.
Me too. It's an amazing time to be alive, to witness the beginning of this new era of exploration and discovery.
And as always, we want to hear from you, our listeners. What really stood out to you from this deep dive? What questions are you thinking about? And here's a final thought to ponder. If AI can help us protect Earth from asteroids and reach out into the cosmos, what other challenges might it help us solve in the future? It's something to think about, isn't it?